I'm not gonna let a sore throat get in the way of a nasty lift.
Yeah, he's pulling 100 pounds.
If you are incapable of submitting honest check-ins to your coach, you are not capable of self-governance.
I got food, brother.
They're eating the dogs.
Ask not what your country can do for you.
Jacob, you're fat.
Ask what you can do for your country.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Jacked and Pilled. We're back at the undisclosed location hitting what today, big guy? Today we're getting wide, man. We got a back and by day, luckily. Second favorite day behind Chess and Tribe. I don't know how you're feeling, but after hanging out with my girlfriend yesterday, I have a little bit of a sore throat. And just to find out that she was sick, I knew she was sick beforehand. I don't think that's gonna stop the germs from getting to you, buddy.
Well, you're just now telling me, dude.
I'm not like you. I'm not gonna let a little cold get in the way of filming Jacked and Pilled, the best YouTube channel in history, the best lifting duo in history. I'm not gonna let a sore throat get in the way of a nasty lift.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah, we're gonna have a really good workout today. No, come on. I don't want to.
I'm just adjusting, bro. I can't believe how feminine and like cautious you're being right now.
I want to get sick,
you have a sore throat, let me roll down the windows, because that's gonna stop the germs from getting to you. Brother, I got AIDS, you got AIDS, we all got AIDS. It's just a matter of how bad the AIDS are gonna get.
I feel like my workouts have kind of rebounded lately with the use of my intra-workout. A little bit of carbohydrates, a little bit of amino acids mid-workout, and rather than my workouts now progressively underloading, I'm actually able to make some progress again, which is awesome. And I hope the trend continues today.
But do you even have pre-workout today?
I already drank my pre-workout. I had the usual Gorilla Mind, and I had nitric as well. I'm not huge on caffeine, so I had half a scoop of Gorilla Mode, I had half a scoop of nitric, so I get the full pump, but half the stim, about 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Well, I didn't drink my pre. I held off on drinking my pre because that's something usually we do together as brothers. Apparently, brotherhood means nothing to you. First, you're scared of my AIDS, and now you're not gonna be drinking with me. And Lord knows, since I'm not drinking alcohol sometimes, and I don't have like a permanent drinking buddy, this is all I have to look forward to. And you took that away from me.
I just need this to kick in before I get here.
Well, I guess I'm alone in this. I got the Total War pink lemonade flavor, not bad at all. I still gotta take off its little pre-workout panties. Got a little bit too excited, took the whole top off, man. No bra, no nothing.
And if you haven't heard, while Jacob's hitting his pre-workout, Jacked and Pilled merchandise is live. To go to jacked-pilled-shop.fourthwall.com. Pick up your Jacked and Pilled wide privilege t-shirt. T-shirts today. Yeah. You got the regular Jacked and Pilled shirt. You got another Jacked and Pilled shirt back there. And we got other designs coming up.
We got more coming. Be patient. God damn. Fucking chill out. You know how many people come up to me and be like, you got the wide privilege, you got the Jacked and Pilled shirt. When's more coming? When's more coming? Give us some time. Quality over quantity. It takes time to find treasure. It takes time to produce gold. It takes time to produce high quality merch such as this. You know what else takes time? Building a beautiful physique naturally. Dude, after my high day, I woke up this morning, I was bad, and I don't know if it's because of the excess carbs. Ladies and gentlemen at home, please tell me in the comments below, do your high days get you shitting? Do your high days get you producing an absurd amount of fecal matter? Because I was in there for legitimately, unironically, 30 minutes, and usually I'm stuck in the bathroom for about 30 minutes or more because I'm doing something devious with my hands, and I ain't talking about wiping.
The funny thing about that is, pre-meal plan, you probably could have had those high days like on the regular and been fine, but being on the calorie deficit, I won't speak for you, but has shrunk my stomach to where even on days where I have a cheat meal, there's not really that much food that I can fit in compared to a few months ago. It's like I've had a natural gastric sleeve put on my stomach. My stomach fills up real fast, and I'm not going to complain about that because we're trying to shred down, and we're getting there because as of this morning, new low of 194.3 pounds. Actually, I lied. That was yesterday. This morning was 194.5, but we're petite.
I weighed in yesterday at a new record low of 159. 159.4, dude. There's females out there that are in decent shape that weigh more than me now. Our boy Matthew, he was kind enough to let me know that I'm a big 159. I can't go walking down dark alleys alone anymore. I need a big, strong man like this guy to come with me for protection.
All right, well, on that note, we're here, and I think we might as well get in there and get our freaking lats nice and swelled up.
Let's do it.
Man, look at that vascularity. I'm supposed to be filming John right now, but
You know, we gotta have something to, I guess, show off and be happy about, because it's certainly not in size nowadays. It's veins popping or like kind of being able to see abs, and that's about it.
hey, abs are worth it, bro.
At this point, it's debatable.
All right, I guess new problem we're having. Jacob can't pull the weight back into position.
It only weighs like 60 pounds less.
Yeah, he's pulling 100 pounds.
My confidence.
He's pulling 100 pounds and he only weighs like 159, so it makes sense.
I know I can rep it out though. That's the thing. I did this literally last week. I was only like 2 pounds heavier than I am right now.
Seems like that 2 pounds made a difference, bro. It's physics, dude. There we go.
Watch in line, sweetheart. This is how you do it. Do I have like 40 pounds on Jacob? Yes. Am I doing less weight? Yes. There's a little thing they call time under tension. I don't know about you, but I didn't forget about that. I know that we get a little brain fog when we're on a cut, but it's not so bad that I'm gonna forget how to freaking maximize gains. We spend all this time talking about getting ready for the show, but one thing I haven't considered is how I'm gonna shave all this hair off my legs. Because I'm gonna be on stage, if I shave like and mistime it, I'm gonna be like trying to flex the glutes and the hams, and all you're gonna see is razor bumps.
You think your legs are bad? I would hate to see what your down there hair looks like.
You know, they used to call me Osama bin Laden for a reason.
Did they actually?
No.
Easiest way to know Jacob's occupying a machine is a can of Zins, loose car keys, and a cell phone. Some lifters have bags, some lifters have whatever, but
Hey, listen, man, I'm a minimalist. You don't need a whole lot to have a good lifting session. I don't even have my straps today. I don't have headphones. I gotta listen to ass gym music. But guess what? 3 plates and a 10 at 159 pounds. I'm not doing half bad for being a minimalist lifter with just a can of Zins, loose car keys, and a phone.
another reason I wear a belt, because it just makes my waist look a lot more snatched. And I feel like the gym belt, the lifting belt, is like the equivalent of a waist trainer for a lady, except it's a little more socially acceptable. I'll show up to the gym wearing a waist trainer, and people say, I bet you voted for Kamala, boy.
God, bro.
I can stretch better without my headphones on.
Oh, okay.
Bro, you are not doing a mid-set Zin right now, bro.
Bro, you have your intro workout, I got my intro workout. You like to get cogged up, I like to get nicked up.
Yeah, Jacob just told me that he wants me to have more interactions with him and not the camera.
I'm getting jealous. I feel like I'm getting cucked by the people at home watching it jacked and pilled. Like, my honey boo baby boy doesn't want to talk with me anymore. He just wants to talk to the people at home like I'm not enough for him anymore.
Well, I just told him I'm just a friendly guy. I'm friends with everybody. Me and the people at home, we're just friends. You got nothing to worry about, brother.
You know, plenty of guys have heard that plenty of times. Honestly, I don't think that's a valid excuse, man. You and I are in like this committed thing we got going on right here. I honestly I'm not a fan of all the guy friends you have.
I think this like jealousy thing is kind of a red flag, dude. And I feel like you're just being very controlling over me, dude. I'm allowed to have friends. I'm allowed to be friends with the people at home.
Also, still haven't taken a dump. Can I use your bathroom?
You know, me and Jacob were talking at work very briefly. He says to me, dude, I gotta take a dump, but I have just not gotten over my fear of pooping in public. And I just don't get it, because my life became so much better as soon as I got over that. Back in high school, like a lot of times I wasn't able to go in the morning just because time management issues. And then I was deathly afraid to go in the stalls at school just because of all of the videos I've seen of people fighting, or just the scary thought of somebody knowing that I poop. And then I would hold it all day till I got home. I don't think that was healthy for me. And now it's just different. I could be anywhere and it's just gonna happen. If it needs to happen, it's going to happen.
Can I use your bathroom? Like, I've been holding it in like all day, and now you still haven't answered my question on whether I can use your bathroom.
Yeah, you gotta use the one on the front though.
That one over there?
Yep.
Alright.
I'm starting to get mad frustrated with this guy because he goes to the bathroom and I'm waiting out here for however many freaking minutes at a time thinking what's taking so long. And then I'm getting Instagram notifications because he's sending reels in our group chat.
Dude, it's been like 5 minutes.
You know, Jacob comes over and says, you know, we should walk around, we should do something. Today was leg day. I think like the position I'm in now, I think this is it till tomorrow morning, dude.
Obviously, we're gonna be getting tanned up in like our Speedo or G-string or whatever the hell we're gonna wear and look sexy in. Do we have to spread our cheeks so they can get like in between, or we're gonna get like a straight up line, like just a pure white line going down our ass?
Well, I saw the Will Tennyson video and I think they gave him a sock, dude. Remember?
A what? A sock?
They gave him a sock to put his...
Oh, we're gonna be like butt booty ass naked getting tan.
We're gonna be intimate with whoever's hooking us up, dude.
No way.
Yeah.
So you're telling me I gotta like smack it around a little bit so they don't see how pathetic and tiny it is?
So you think that going in like soft and potentially unsizey would be worse than walking into your tanning session with the fucking rager?
Yes. If they pull out like a calf high sock and I gotta tell them, hey, let's bring it down a little bit.
Yo, I don't need that. What I think would be mad funny is if for the tanning we show up with our own socks.
Is making socks on fourth wall an option? If we pull up in with jacked and pilled socks, they'd get a giggle out of it. Be like, you ever see our YouTube channel? You ever hear jacked and pilled? They'll be like, no, what is it? And then we'll just be like, comment down below if we should make jacked and pilled socks. We're obviously not placing this first show, but we might, small chance, but we might. We're gonna train like we are. We're training like we're gonna get first in this first show, even though it's not tested. We're gonna be up there with dudes geared up to the gills on Tren, Winstrol, D-Ball, Test, the Anavar, whatever they may be taking. And we're gonna be up there just on creatine. Straight creatine, vitamins, and a dream.
Listen, you gotta think like a winner, bro. As far as I'm concerned, I am on PEDs. As far as I'm concerned, my amino acids and Gatorade powder is good as. Is good. Gatorade powder? Don't you mean gear? Gatorade?
Nice, dude.
You know what? We're not the only ones who are getting totally annihilated by the calorie deficit, because in our like circle, we have a few people who are doing this. Big one is Ish. Ish is losing it. Ish seems like he's holding it together. He's not, dude. Ish ordered brownies from Ohio. He ordered like $40 worth of brownies. Came out to like 2 pounds of brownies online. And he keeps talking about all these like binges he's gonna have with food. I think Ish just needs a diet break, bro. Listen, I'm not Alex. I'm not his coach. I think he needs a diet break, dude. I used to say bulking is harder than cutting. We're 9 weeks out from a show, and I know that that's not true. I figured that out like probably 20 weeks out. That's bullshit.
Yeah, and I hate Matthew, by the way. He's on a bulk right now, and he tells me the same thing. Bulking is harder than cutting. And I ask him why that is, and he goes, well, I hate eating. Well, Matthew, I love to eat. I love stuff in my face, but guess what? I can't do that right now, and I'm suffering. Matthew comes into the break room a few days ago with a full large QT pizza.
I saw that.
Yeah, that bastard. You're a bastard. He opens it up, and I'm like, what's that about? He's like, well, Alex bumped me up to about 5,000 calories. I'm like, whoa, what the hell? That's like 3,100 calories on that pizza alone right there. And he's like, yeah, I decided to give myself like a 7,000 calorie refeed today. I'm like, why? He's like, because I felt like it. And I'm just like, you know, man, for a guy that hates eating, you sure are a fat He's eating this in my face, and he's like, hey man, you can have like a pepperoni if you want. And you know what, Matthew? That wasn't nice. And I think you should suffer the consequences for that. Are there gonna be? No. You know why? Because I don't have the energy to. You know why? Because cutting sucks more and is harder than bulking.
I'm tired of being in the break room and being offered fast food, really good smelling fast food. We're done with it, okay? That's the same as like being in the room with an alcoholic and then being like, you want a beer? Not only is Matthew a bastard, he is banned from Jacked and Pilled, okay? I hate that dumb laugh that Matthew does whenever he's like laughing about the fact that he's eating ridiculous food and we hate it. He thinks it's funny, dude. Moral of the story, stick to your diet, train hard, and don't be like Matthew.
Get some pep in it, bro. I know you're dying. We both hit legs today. I got all this energy. I got a Zimbabwe in my lip right now, but for the love of God, man. Stand up, bro. Stand up.
Moral of the story, stick to your diet, train hard, and don't be like Matthew. That didn't help. I just stood up, but it was the same monotone bullshit.
Bro, you look so dead.
Real quick, how do I look? Does this look normal or does this look up?
It looks like you're chilling. You look like a chill guy right now. You look like you're nice and relaxed.
But do I look good?
Yeah, you look fine. Did you take an edible before I got here?
No. If you are incapable of submitting honest check-ins to your coach and honestly telling your coach what your physical or dietary habits are like, you are not capable of self-governance.
Maybe it's because I'm seeing my lady later and I'm like excited and energetic right now.
Sometimes it's like your day for your girlfriend, bro.